guys.
Alright guys, we're here on Monday to do one of our famous, infamous doubleheaders. We're starting off this doubleheader with a Patreon request from this patron right here. Asked us to check out a band called Nightmare. The name of the song is Aeternam? Something like that.
I'm not even gonna try.
Whatever. Aeternam. I'm gonna go with Aeternam. Whatever it is. I didn't do any checking, so I don't know what we're getting ourselves into, but there's only one way to find out the quality of this request, which is by clicking play and checking out the video in the song.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
Death is fascinating. For all of us, it always has been. Falling in love, it's just like dying. We can't choose the day or when it will happen, but I'm living under control. And I always will.
Observation
All right, I'm going to let you go first on this one. What do you think?
That was
That was badass.
badass. Yeah.
I had zero expectations going in, and somehow it exceeded all my expectations. I mean, I guess when you have zero expectations, anything will well, not necessarily. Then it could actually be even below set. You could go negative expectations, but this exceeded all my expectations. Let's break it down into the music and the vocals. What do you think about the vocals? Let's start with the vocals first.
Her vocals are beautiful. In the chorus, in the chorus they shine because they have like that symphonic back.
Yeah, the keyboards come into it. Yeah,
and I think that's perfect because you kind of need that to, like I said, make her vocals shine.
Yeah, because the song. Okay, now you're going into a little bit into the music because I felt the song was definitely heavier in the verses, more melodic.
Yeah,
in
so
the
her
chorus.
voice in the verses were really really good. They kind of had, that bite like the guitars had in the verses, but in the chorus they had more melody.
Well, the synthesizer coming in also helps with that that melody. One thing I liked also about, by the way, the vocals kind of gave me a Huntress kind of vibe. For you guys watching at home, what do you guys think? Is it just me? But I'm not saying like the whole song sounded like Huntress, but there are certain moments that I kind of had a little bit of a Huntress vibe to it. But anyways, I also like a little bit of what they did in terms of using some backing vocals.
Yeah,
because because her voice is really clean, is really vibrant. So one way for not to make necessarily the vocals feel heavier, but to give it a little bit more substance, more
thickness.
volume. Yeah,
especially in the chorus, because in the verses, I feel like her vocals are very.
And the music kind of fills in the gap in the verses, right? But in the chorus is very melodic. So by adding a little bit of backing vocals, I felt that it's filling in those spaces a little bit better. It gives a little bit more oomph to the song, gives a little bit more volume. So I really liked the vocals. I was really blown away. I didn't know the band featured a female vocalist, and I was kind of like, first of all, I'm happy that there was no harsh vocals because I think she has an incredible voice.
Yeah, it would kind of taint the song.
I think so too. I think it would take a little bit away from the vibe that the song has. So I really like her voice. I really like how it comes across. I like her nuances, like we said, the changes between the verses and the chorus. But the synthesizers coming into the chorus, it's a huge factor because it really morphs the song from more of almost a thrash metal sounding song in the verses to a more melodic approach into the chorus. Now, from a musical side, well, we already touched a little bit on the musical side, but what did you think? That portion there of the guitars and then the bass.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that transition there was killer.
After the first chorus, I was so happy after the first chorus when you got that little bass line and then it goes back into what it was doing, because that's just a way to kind of separate them, and it's beautiful just to use that bass line.
Perfect segue.
Yeah, perfect.
I love the opening, like the main riff and the verses, but I loved also that transitions that they use on the guitar mixed in with the bass. Absolutely outstanding.
Also the end there where the guitar was kind of being obviously the guitar version of her vocals in that ending piece there was really nice.
Oh, and let's not forget about the solo. The solo was a little bit throwback. It had a little bit of an old school feel to it. But when you see him with his head back and just freaking ripping it up, oh man, I love the solo. I thought the solo kind of took a little bit of both the chorus and the verses. It took a little bit of the melody that the verses had, but it also took a little bit of the power that a little bit of the melody that the chorus had and a little bit of the power that the verses had. Yeah. And it kind of merged those two together. It was a solo that had power and melody together. I thought the solo was magnificent. But the guitar playing overall on this track, the drums almost kind of feel to me that they're paving the road as far as the heaviness is concerned during the verses. They're paving the road, and then the guitars just come on, and that riff is crushing. It just crushes. And anytime
fast and just
fast and heavy,
yeah,
but groovy at the same time. A little bit like there's a little bit of grooviness to the sound.
Yeah.
But when the bass came in, and you really hear the bass, and it comes in and it just goes out. It comes. I love that transition when they changed the guitar riff and the bass came in. It was absolutely
the bass is
killer.
weaving through.
Oh, the bass was killer. I mean, it doesn't have a predominant role necessarily throughout the song, but when you hear
one little place after the first chorus.
Yeah, it had that one little spot, but that spot to me was absolutely magnificent. And I think if you start to add too many of those, and then it becomes repetitive,
it becomes less special.
Exactly, because then you're kind of expecting, and
Yeah.
it becomes repetitive, right? So this way was kind of nice, and I loved it. I loved that transition. What a cool surprise! I had never heard of this band before. Such a nice find. Thank you to the patron that asked us to check out this video. I'm not gonna lie, we put it first on this double header because my expectations, like I said, were zero.
Sometimes we do that just because, you know, if we know the
Not that I know the second song. I also don't know
if you know the next band, and then you kind of have like a safe.
I know, but today actually I don't even. The second band is a band that reached out to us, so I honestly also don't know what we're. Today was like pick and choose.
Yeah.
Either way, we don't know where we're going, but let's go with this
So might
one.
as well go head first into both.
So, but now I'm a little worried because this one really sets the bar high as far as quality is concerned. So let's see what the next video holds. All right, guys, come back with us and watch the next video on this Monday doubleheader. See you guys.
See ya.